Hello and welcome back to The Clueless Father. And what we're going to take up in this first part here is just medical items and other key things that you need to be aware of right off the bat if you're planning to be pregnant or if you might be pregnant. Or more specifically, if your wife or partner might be pregnant. Because if you're a dad, I hope you're the one who's not pregnant. So let's go through these rather rapidly. First, and this may already be too late to tell you, but if you're trying to get pregnant, the best thing is, while doing so, track your wife or your partner's period intervals. Because what every doctor and gynecologist is going to ask you is, what was the date of the last period? My wife and I didn't know this because we weren't planning for a pregnancy, and so we just had to sort of guess it. So just to make things easier, make sure you're tracking with her period. The next thing, she's missed her period. Now, usually there's like this beating of the heart, panic, sweat that sort of occurs on the guy's head when she says, hey, I missed my period, or you notice that she missed her period. So, what do? You get the early pregnancy test. What is an early pregnancy test? It's not really early because she's probably already pregnant. But, get it? It's a little stick thing, and she's going to pee on it, or put her pee on it, and if there is a happy face, that means congratulations, you're a dad. Do not jump off a building, do not panic, it's going to be okay. Really, congratulations. Enjoy the fact and that feeling of knowing you're a father. It's an amazing moment for both of you. Now, what you're going to have to do right away is to actually get that verified by going to see your doctor or a gynecologist. But the early pregnancy test is pretty much accurate. So, happy face, that means congratulations, you are a dad. Okay, so it would appear that your wife or partner is pregnant, and what you need to do is you need to find a gynecologist. And this basically is the doctor who specializes in the female reproductive system and anything to do with pregnancy and the organs of reproduction. And there's another term that gets thrown around, which is obstetrician. I can't even pronounce it correctly. Obstetrician, something like that. But you can just say obgyn for short. And nowadays, most gynecologists are both in the same. And these are the people who are going to take you and your wife, or you and your partner, from pregnancy all the way up through the delivery of the baby. So what you want to do is you want to find one you're comfortable with, that you're happy with, and then you want to go see them right away. And what they're going to do is they're going to help confirm that you actually are pregnant and help lay out for you what you need to do to move through the pregnancy and help program the pregnancy and the birth with you. So it's key. If you think she's pregnant or you found out she's pregnant from the early pregnancy, go find a gynecologist that you're happy with, maybe that a friend recommends, and go meet them and set up your first appointment. Now, the first thing the gynecologist is going to probably do with you is an ultrasound. And an ultrasound is not a new sound system. It's actually an imaging that they do of the baby in the womb of the mother. And it uses ultrasound, hence ultrasound. Pretty simple, no? Now, these are really simple. Mom just goes on a table and they put a little lubricant on the belly, and then they just put an ultrasound wand on there, and then up on the screen is going to pop a picture of your baby. And depending how early it is, at first it's a bit hard to see that it's a baby, but the doctor will, the gynecologist will point out to you all the different parts, and it's pretty intense, especially when you first hear their heart beating for the first time. Man, you may be a Marine drill sergeant. I'm telling you, the tears are coming. It's an intense moment. So really enjoy it, and bring a camera, bring a video camera, and make sure the gynecologist, they can record the ultrasounds on DVD or VHS usually. So just make sure they record it and enjoy it. There's a couple things that the doctor and the gynecologist are going to tell you and mom right away. The first is that smoking is out and alcohol and drugs are out. So if she's on any sort of prescribed medicine, you need to let the gynecologist know right away, and he or she will let you know if that's okay or to stop taking them. make sure that you listen to them on this point. It's not worth risking it. I know it can be hard to quit smoking, but it's not for you. It's for your baby. The other thing they're going to tell you is that mom needs to start eating healthy. You may already be eating healthy, but they're going to tell you particularly vegetables, minerals, vitamins, that sort of stuff. So they're also most likely going to tell her that she's going to need to be taking more folic acid and probably iron as well. But just talk to them about it, ask about any supplements that she should be taking and any particular dietary point she needs to be paying attention to. They're going to tell you a few other things like what to do about salt and stuff like that, but they're only going to tell you that after they've actually inspected mom and checked out her basic physical condition. So just make sure you go over it with them. Good, so there's another 2 things just medical-wise you're going to need to be aware of that you're going to need to do during the course of the pregnancy. And one is you're going to need to find a pediatrician that you and mom are comfortable with. Now, a pediatrician is basically just a baby doctor. And this is the man or woman who is going to be helping you care for the child, helping you through the first stages of birth, and as the years go, will end up being your baby's doctor. So you want to find one that you have confidence in, that's very easy for you and mom to talk to. Maybe even one that's been recommended by a friend of yours that was pregnant recently or had a child or has children that is being looked after by the pediatrician. And they're going to help you just in terms of getting ready for having the baby, making sure you know what you need to be prepared, and they're going to be there hopefully when the baby actually arrives. And find one, because they can definitely get you started and doing the right things ahead of time. And the other thing is you're going to want to start looking for the hospital that your child is going to be delivered in, or the location. And you're going to want to settle that ahead of time and make sure you're comfortable. Obviously, you kind of want to have one as close to home as possible, so you're not doing like a journey across, your country to get to the hospital when mom goes into labor or when the pregnancy is scheduled. So find one as close to home as possible that you like. It's more important than you like it than if it's a little bit farther away. Usually they'll let you on the premises and give you a tour and explain to you a bit how the hospital works and what the rules are. It's not something you need to worry about at like week 12, but generally by about halfway through the pregnancy, you want to make sure these sort of things are nailed down so it's less for you to worry about as dad. Maybe you have hospital specifically because of your insurance or your health care plans, but otherwise look and find one that you and mom are happy with. Ideally it's close to home so you can get the baby to there in her womb and back when she's out as easily as possible. So those are really the main points that you need to be aware of medically just at the outset. Anything else really needs to be from your gynecologist, your pediatrician, or your family doctor. Once you have your gynecologist and your pediatrician, they're going to walk you through the pregnancy and they're going to tell you when you need to see them, how many ultrasounds you need to get, all these sort of things. So just make sure you locate them and settle that as soon as you can. And other than that, maybe you want to put a calendar on the wall which lets you know how many weeks you have left till the baby is born. And other than that, enjoy the time. Make sure you go to the correct medical appointments. Make sure you follow the advice of your doctors or your gynecologists. And if you're not happy with it, get a second opinion. After all, it is your child. So those are really the main points that you need to be aware of medically just at the outset. And really all I'm telling you is just advice of things to be aware of. So thanks for watching. Really appreciate your time and attention, and we'll see you again on The Clueless Father.